Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to WWE News and Rumors. I'm your host, Brendan Hodge. So this video is brought to you guys by SeatGeek. So guys, you're looking for a ticket for any event in the entire world, get them through SeatGeek. Use my last name, code Hodge at checkout. You'll get $20 off your tickets. And that is only for first-time orders only. So if you use it before, make a new account. You can still use the code and get $20 off for any ticket for any event in the entire world. Alright guys, let's just jump right in here. I'm still in a little bit of shock. Like everyone from last night at the Elimination Chamber show. John Cena turned heel, just shocking the world. Everyone's trying to get their mind wrapped around this whole situation. He's joined The Rock. The Rock and John Cena are a team together of heel, just bad guys. It's just crazy. It's just crazy to think about. I'm still trying to calm down from last night, but we're going to be talking about that later in this episode. So, yeah, that's kind of the theming right now. Just everyone trying to wrap their hand around what happened at Chamber last night. That show was freaking incredible. One of the best shows they've done in a while. But nonetheless, we're trying to talk about the rest of WWE as well as that. So let's jump in here, and yeah, we're gonna jump into some rumors. So yeah, it's time, guys. Go and get those juice boxes out. Get those juice boxes ready, because it's now time to talk about some juicy rumors. All right, the first rumor we're gonna be talking about today is about the Money in the Bank Premium Live event. Also, pretty much about premium live events happening throughout this summer. So, WWE World Wrestling Entertainment, they're doing a lot of premium live events that are in the United States. You know, they're not happening in the U.S., which is kind of like a new thing, considering ever since like TKO bought WWE, because you know WWE main shows were always in the U.S. for many reasons, but you know they were always happening in the United States. Now it seems like you're getting a whole mix-up. So basically, Money in the Bank is, I guess, their kind of international kind of show always now. I thought it would come back to like the States this year, considering it was just in Toronto, Canada last year, but the year before that it was in England. And apparently they're gonna keep up the theme with having Money in the Bank be like their international kind of summer show. And apparently Money in the Bank is actually that planned show that they were talking about last night on Chamber, that WWE takeover events happening in Australia. You guys are getting a premium live event, you're getting a Raw, and you're getting a SmackDown, and it's a huge deal. Apparently that show you guys are getting apparently is going to be Money in the Bank, and that's happening in June, because they haven't announced any details about it yet. That could be true, could not be true, but it's looking that way. Also, after WrestleMania of course is happening in the United States, it's happening in Las Vegas. After that, we have a little show called WrestleMania Backlash, or let's just call it WWE Backlash. They've been doing it in other countries. I guess, I don't know if last year was the first year, but anyway, they're going to keep up with the theme with doing that as well. And there's a rumor that Backlash, literally the premium live event that's happening after WrestleMania, is actually going to be maybe in like Mexico or somewhere in like Central America or something like that. So yeah, getting like 2 premium live events out of the country in one go. Not to mention the other premium live event we're getting out of the country that they're doing over there in Paris. So yeah, World Wrestling Entertainment is definitely worldwide now. But as far as the grand scheme of things of this summer for premium live events, there's only one that's really happened in the United States, and that is SummerSlam. They're really trying to make this whole world spread now, so like the majority of the shows are not like in the US. It's like US is maybe getting half of the shows, the rest is like somewhere else in the world, which is something we really haven't seen in the whole history of WWE, and this is kind of interesting. Also kind of weird. Also, I want to go to shows, but I gotta like go to other countries to go to shows. I can just jump in the car and go to a show like I normally do. It's kind of weird. Alright, the next show we're going to be talking about today is about WrestleMania 41 happening up there in Las Vegas. So finally, after Chamber, like, it's all heated up to actually be on the solid road to WrestleMania now, and we know kind of more matches now. So speaking of WrestleMania, and this is pretty obvious, we know we're getting Cody Rhodes and John Cena. That's been definitely set up. We know, you know, we're getting Jey Uso and Gunther. We know we're getting that. We're getting Charlotte Flair and Tiffany Stratton. We know that. But the rumor bit here is what's happening with other people. So Punk was like the second to last, you know, in the Chamber. You know, the last one, of course, is Cena, the winner. And, you know, he defeated CM Punk, but like Seth Rollins interfered with that. So that kind of sets that up for WrestleMania, and a lot of stuff got set up for WrestleMania at the Chamber, obviously. So it's looking like, you know, it will be like CM Punk and Seth Rollins, but then you got Roman Reigns with nothing to do, and the rumors have been saying we're getting that triple threat match between the three. And yeah, all signs are pointing to that. The rumors are saying that is the kind of solid plan now. So at WrestleMania, CM Punk's match will be against Seth Rollins as well as Roman Reigns in a triple threat match. That's pretty cool. That's a pretty cool spot. I think Punk would have been probably in the title picture if Cena wasn't having his retirement and his last WrestleMania like ever, so that kind of makes sense there. Moving on to a return that we saw at Elimination Chamber, we're talking about none other than Randy Orton. And can we just talk for a second how Randy Orton's returns keep getting screwed over and like overstepped by something even bigger? Like the last time Orton returned was at Survivor Series, and then after he returned, literally CM Punk returned. Then you had Randy Orton return last night, like kind of in the beginning of the show, and then at the end of the show you had like John Cena turn heel, shock the world. The first time John Cena's been heel, I believe they said in 22 years. The first time John Cena's been a bad guy in 22 years. So that's a huge deal, and it kind of just overshadowed Orton. Poor Randy Orton. But nonetheless, I'm happy to see Randy Orton is back. He's doing his thing. So it's pretty obvious where they're going with this. He attacked Kevin Owens. Kevin Owens is the guy who injured him, put him out there, had him sitting at home. So that's the match going into WrestleMania. That was pretty obvious that we're getting Kevin Owens, Randy Orton, WrestleMania, that match. It's pretty much set, and I'm so happy that Orton's back and they finally found a spot for him at WrestleMania. I mean, I guess that was kind of obvious, they could have set that up there, but they really didn't know what to do with him for WrestleMania, and I guess it kind of just fell in their lap, like, well, the guy who injured him, that would make perfect sense, just have him have a match against him at WrestleMania. That's the obvious thing to do, and apparently that's what they're doing. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, and this is it. This is the final news story, the final rumor, the final thing I'm going to be talking about inside this episode of WWE News Rumors. We're talking about none other than The Rock, John Cena turning heel, Cody Rhodes kind of thing. We're talking about WrestleMania. So yeah, this happened last night, shocks the entire world. Like I said, John Cena turns heel, turns into a bad guy for the first time in 22 years after the match. I don't even know, it was acting all friendly to Cody, shaking his hand, hugging him. They're ready to wrestle and have a competitive match at WrestleMania. The Rock wants Cody's soul, and then Cena's laughing at The Rock, pointing at The Rock. Then he's hugging Cody, and then it all turns. Rock goes like this to Cena, and Cena's like, yes, it's time. And then he attacks Cody. They all beat down Cody. It's insane what happened last night. So where is this going? Well, obviously Cena earned the right to have that match against Cody. So obviously the match is set. WrestleMania, we're having John Cena versus Cody Rhodes. Cody Rhodes going in as the good guy, the American Nightmare, the face of the kids or whatever. And then you have John Cena, the awful heel who attacked him, joined the Rock. He's the Rock's kind of, I don't want to say puppet, but they're kind of into this together. It's kind of interesting to see where this is going to go. The two Hollywood movie stars. But anyway, the rumor part of this, let's go into the behind the scenes of this. How do they keep this a secret and all of that stuff? So, like, we got the rundown of the show, like, kind of leaked, right? Like, what was supposed to happen, what on the show. Like, the Rock segment with Cody was supposed to be, like, the third thing on the show. Then it didn't happen. It's like, oh, I guess it got pushed back. So the fourth thing on the show came, and then it was the last match happened, and I'm like, whoa, the last match is starting. Where's the Rock segment? That's totally weird. They pushed it to the main event. And apparently it was actually the plan for it to always close the show. They just didn't tell anyone. Even the people working on this, creative and everyone, thought the thing was happening, like literally like the third thing in the show, but it kept getting pushed back by Triple H. And secretly, this was the plan. They did this on purpose so no one expected anything big and huge to happen out of the segment. They definitely didn't expect John Cena to even be involved in the Rock segment. So that's great. They were able to keep this a secret because it was a huge surprise. One of the biggest pops we've seen in wrestling in literally like a while. It was absolutely wonderful. Now let's move on to like John Cena's schedule. John Cena, of course, after comes in the press conference, drops the mic, walks out. It's like, okay, well, Cena, we haven't seen you since Royal Rumble, which was in January, and it's like March now. So when are we going to see you next? So apparently he's actually, and The Rock said this in the press conference, so this is like a confirmed thing, is that John Cena's flying to Africa to film a movie, and he's going to be filming a movie, so he's not going to be in WWE. I'm sure The Rock's not going to like really be around that much either. So when's the next time we're going to see Cena? Apparently Cena will be joining back up with WWE during the international tour when they're in Europe. So this will be, like, I believe, the March 17th episode of Monday Night Raw. He'll be joining back up to kind of like continue the story and continue the story on to WrestleMania, build up for WrestleMania, keep the feud going, and kind of promote WrestleMania and all that. Then after the 17th episode, I don't know. I don't know if he's going to continue. Like when he announced this retirement tour, I thought it was going to be there like every week or like every other week or something. But he's got these obligations filming movies. Maybe he's going to be more active more into the year. I don't know. But he's a heel, so I guess he doesn't have to be showing up and be the Cena we all know and love, because now he's a totally different thing. Because he's a heel. He's a bad guy for the first time in 22 years. He's a new guy. We gotta see what that's all about. I don't know. I'm excited for the future, though. This is very compelling. very interesting, and you don't know what's happening next. You're on your edge of your seat because you don't know what's going to happen next, and it's absolutely wonderful. So there you guys have it. Those are today's news rumors. Let me know your thoughts on these news rumors in the comment section down below. I don't know what to think personally about everything. I'm still in shock from last night. But let me know what you guys think down below. But I'm your one and only undisputed king of Vlogstop, Brandon Hodge, and I'll be seeing you guys in the next video.